Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show off the plunder that I acquired from Dark Descent in their recent year-end sale. I mean, Dark Descent is really a label that needs no introduction. They're known for putting out quality releases and having amazing sales, much to the chagrin of my wallet. Usually it's always seems to be whenever I tell myself I need to try to kind of slow down on buying stuff and get caught up on listening to a lot of things that they announce a sale, and I find myself buying a bunch of stuff. And you can't pass up a Dark Descent sale. Quickly though, if you can hear it in the background, we've switched up from Cholera to Amongst the Swarm, Crowning the Defeated, another Indiana band that it's got members. It had members in another band, but off the top of my head, I cannot think of who they were. The reason that I ended up discovering these guys, but yeah, definitely worth giving it a listen if you can find a copy. So yeah, what did I pick up at this great sale this time? I believe the sale was like 20% off most stuff. And first up, some Indiana metal, a band that I did not even know existed until I was just browsing through the site, and I come across this. I was like, huh, this looks interesting. And it said they were from Indiana, and I was like, okay, I've got to check this out. But this is Nocturnal Torment with They Come at Night. Really good death metal put out through Deathgasm Records, and vocally it reminds me a lot of early Hypocrisy. As soon as I heard this guy start, singing, I was like, wow. I said, that could have been Maciej Bloomberg from Hypocrisy back in the day, because he sounds so much like him, but it's a solid album, I think. Definitely worth giving a listen to. Finally picked up the first Ruin release, or their first full-length, I should say, Drown in Blood. I had a chance to pick this up on tape a while back, and I was a little too slow and pulling the trigger on it, and they sold out, but I finally have a CD copy. Very happy to have this. Their recent album from 2018 made my year-end list. It's just filthy, down and dirty death metal, all about serial killers and shit like that. Like I said in my year-end video, you pretty much, when you listen to these guys, you feel like you gotta take a shower afterwards. They're just that filthy sounding, but I absolutely love that about them. Definitely check out Ruin. Definitely a band worthy of your support. Next up, Carnation, Chapel of Abhorrence. One that I heard a lot about last year. Listened to a couple songs on YouTube. Wanted to pick it up. Just never got around to getting it before the end of the year, so I couldn't, really say much about it or put it on my list. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to finally spinning this. Next up, Mark over at Wandering Souls. Check out his channel. He is a really awesome guy. He shows a lot of cool stuff. And I remember him showing this in a video. And when I saw it on the Dark Descent side, I was like, yeah, I've got to check that out. Because I remember him saying it was really good. And I'm totally going to butcher the band name. But this is Ulalate with Back to Cannibal World. That cover art is just so freaking awesome. If I remember correctly from what he told in that video, these guys, I believe, are from China. So Chinese death metal. Really awesome artwork. And really looking forward to checking this out further. Next up, one that, again, they made my year-end list. This little EP, and this is actually a Dark Descent release. I did not realize that. Dark Descent and Unspeakable Acts. I have the tape version, which is right here. And of course, I am talking about Molder with An Act of Revenge. Really solid death metal. If I remember right, they were kind of like a thrashier death metal. And definitely, as I said, one of my favorite EPs from last year, so I had to pick up a CD copy. Next up, another band that I heard a lot about, and I finally decided to pick up something. This is Syrox with The Next. Another death metal band. I cannot remember where they are from. Put out through Comatose Music. yeah, like I said, they got a lot of good praise, and people were telling me I needed to listen to them. So, again, saw it on there for really cheap. Picked it up. Another band that I've been wanting to get some stuff by, especially when I found out Chris Reifert was part of this. This is Violation Wound. And I believe this is a self-titled. I don't see any other title on here. So, yeah, self-titled, Violation Wound. You know, it's Chris Reifert, so you know what to expect from him. I cannot wait to finally give this a listen. The next two are all from the same band, or should I say both from the same band. Runner JMA mentioned these guys in one of his update videos recently, and I can remember seeing these on the Dark Descent site in the past, but just never, giving them a second glance until Josh mentioned them, and I decided to listen to a little bit of it. Excuse me for a second. Had to wet the old whistle. And finally checked this out. Found out they are so fucking good. So I had to pick these up. This is House of Atreus with the spear and the ichor that follows. Really cool death metal. Haven't listened to these all the way through, obviously, but yeah. I always say if Josh, Runner JMA, recommends it, then you can pretty much guarantee it's probably gonna be some quality shit. And then I picked up their other release, From the Madness of Irion. Really cool artwork there. Sorry about the glare. For some reason in this video, it's deciding to really fight with me. Really like that disc artwork. And last but not least, I don't know why it took me so long to finally pick this up. The latest album from Under the Church, Supernatural Punishment. Really awesome. I believe these guys are Swedish death metal. I discovered them one time when I picked up a 10-inch vinyl of theirs on a whim from Half Price Books, and I do not regret that in the least. But I've been wanting to get this for a while, and for whatever reason, just had not gotten around to it. So when I saw this on Dark Descent site, I just had to jump up on it. All right, that is gonna do it. Yeah, like I said, go support Dark Descent. Buy some stuff from them. They got a lot of really cool stuff. They put out a lot of cool releases. And as you can see, I mean, they have some amazing sales and you get some pretty good deals. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.